Hey there, and welcome back to yet another trending story segment with me. So this will be an update on the CweCwe's case. Currently, the update that we have received from Parliament would be that they shared with us, the public, that the police did get 30 statements from staff at CweCwe's school, which is Bergview College, right? Furthermore, they revealed that medical personnel who examined her did hand over the report, right? And also they reveal that even children who were with CweCwe, including, this also includes family members, they were also allowed to give statements. Now, there's so much going on around TikTok. There are mediums who have tried to solve this case because at this point it's just a dead end. We are not getting any further updates on the CweCwe case. No arrests have been made. So I think that is why people are now running to traditional doctors and also mediums. One of the mediums who has come forward is Fezile. They're on TikTok, and these were her findings, guys. Please do listen to what she had to say. Then at the end, I'll be back with the rest of my commentary.
Please note that everything that is going to be said on this video are my thoughts and feelings, and I will not be held accountable whatsoever. Okay, now everything that I received and the information that I received, it's a word of knowledge from Spirit, because the persons involved are not deceased. So when Spirit brings the information, it's going to be a word of knowledge. So let's get into the case. So number one, there's a lot of information that has been withheld in terms of what happened to CweCwe, and hence the story that we are running with, it provides little to no information or lead that police can work with, or anyone for that matter can work with, because there is some other information that has been withheld. Now, first things first that I am going to say is that what happened to CweCwe is an incident, the incident itself, and how the child was feeling. This is because the person who did this to CweCwe, it's someone that she knew, it's someone that she trusted. Hence, it's very difficult for her to remember as to what happened. When a stranger approaches you, and it's someone that you do not know, that touches you a certain way and does something to you in a certain way, it's very likely that you are going to remember that, no, I was approached by someone, or someone that I did not know did this to me. But because it was someone that she knew, even the environment in which she was in, it's an environment that she trusted, it's an environment that she knew that she was safe, only to find that that wasn't the case. Now, with how, okay, so I'm sorry I didn't mention this. I'm not going to go into the details as to what happened, because we already know the story that has been shared to us as to how the child, how it was discovered that the child has been sexual, well, SA, So now, with that being said, right, this thing did not happen on the days of which the child had been discovered, or the child has been raped. The incident happened 3 days prior the parents finding out as to what happened to the child. Now, I am seeing two persons involved. There is a female and there's also a male as well. Another thing as well that we're going to go by is that a child has been raped. Great. The first thing that we think about is that it must be a male, right? But let me not go deeper into that one. I want to go back to the principal, as well as the caretaker, as well as the transport guy. Now, with regards to the principal was in no way involved in this at all. The principal was just a matter of thinking about the reputation of the school. His thoughts were, this is just going to bring a lot of attention to the school, of which I do not want. And also, with the whole situation of the police asking for his DNA, he did not want to be involved. The reason why he refused is because he did not want to be involved in any way. He just did not want to be involved in anything that pertained to this case. So, unfortunately, him refusing raised a red flag as to why he's refusing. But to be honest, he's no way implicated in this case. So, as the caregiver, as well as the transport guy, none of these people are involved in the the SA of CweCwe. What happened to CweCwe? It's something that has to do with her family. Now, another thing that Spirit told me in terms of this, it has a lot to do with the parents itself. This is something that has been, I would say, this is an ongoing battle against the family, against the mother. Hence, I'm saying that there's a lot of information that has been withheld from us. It could have easily been spotted when the child was bathed that there's something wrong with the child. It could have easily been spotted that the child is not okay. This was only discovered on Tuesday, that, okay, the child is not feeling well. The mother needs to look around the people that take care of CweCwe, as well as the people that are within her circle, because this is an act of passion. It's a crime of passion. This is something that was done deliberately, that was planned, because the child was given something in such a way that to numb the pain. The pain was numbed, and this was something that was properly planned by the perpetrator. And I am seeing that there is a room in which she was taken into. The child was playing, just minding her business, playing as she normally would. And I am seeing that she was called into the house, because I am seeing her. She was called into a house, a building, and then she was led into that. And I can see there's a conversation that is going on. The child is even laughing with the person, because this is somebody that she trusts, somebody that she knows. Little did she know that this is what is going to transpire. I am definitely 100% sure that this thing happened on a Saturday or on a Sunday. That is when the incident happened. It happened on a Saturday or on a Sunday, because then everyone was there. There was a lot of people. There was a lot of up and downs that were happening in the space of which she was there. The mom had a lot of things that she was also focusing on, so not much of attention was towards the child. Now, with her being taken, like I mentioned, that I am seeing a conversation between her and the perpetrator ongoing. Now, like I mentioned, that I am seeing a female figure, and I am also seeing a male figure, because the DNA that was found in in CweCwe is not any foreign DNA. That says a lot. That is the key that we need. It tells us so much. Now, this woman that I am talking about, this is the woman that was able to spot that something is wrong with the child.
Sure, guys. So these were her findings that she shared with us there on TikTok. And I must say, you guys, she is literally not the first seer or the first traditional person to reveal this information. I remember when the movement for #justice for CweCwe started, Dr. Kehlelezi was one of the first few traditional healers to say, listen up, anyone who has CweCwe's mom's details, please give them to me, or tell CweCwe's mom that I would like to see her. And when she comes to KZN, she needs to come by herself as well as CweCwe. I don't need anyone else, and the information that I have for her will shock the entire country, right? As Fezile naye is revealing here, ukuthi the principal Umsulwa, the caregiver, and the transport man Umsulwa, so did Dr. Kehlelezi basically reveal the same thing. Now, of course, you guys, even the psychic medium Udiva, the one that is very famous, did share some of her findings, and they are a little bit similar to what Fezile is revealing. I'm just going to briefly read what she saw from her findings, or what she said with findings. She said, I see a woman in a very high career position who is angry about this incident, who wants justice and will fight until the truth is exposed. I believe the child was sexually assaulted by one male only. Now, whilst the children were cleaning the classrooms, I believe CweCwe was lured away to a room, not a classroom, right? The same thing that Fezile revealed to us, by being offered money. Okay, this is something that Fezile also did share. She was given something. It was someone who she knew and she could trust, right? She further goes on to say she then followed the person because she knew the person. It is in that room, right, that she was repeatedly assaulted. CweCwe is keeping secrets. She is very scared to talk out. She knows who did this to her, but her life was threatened. She is terrified. Fear and terror cause most rape victims to have fragmented memories of the actual incident. Although police have said there are no witnesses, I believe that there is in fact a key witness. This is a young boy who is very quiet by nature, who basically saw CweCwe follow her attacker whilst they were going to the room in question. As far as the headmaster is concerned, I feel that even if he was at the school at the time, he was not aware of what was happening, nor was he involved. He would be guilty for not reporting the incident to education department and for allegedly making threats to the girl's parents. I feel his thoughts were of the school's reputation and was worried about his career. The driver of the child's transport, I believe, was not involved and had alibis to show his time before reaching the school. The driver had no idea of what had just happened to the child and feels a deep sense of sorrow as he was running late on that day. I see the school losing a lot of money and it will have to rebrand and start from scratch. I believe that forensics could still find evidence in the room where the incident occurred. Although 6 months have passed, I fully believe the truth will be exposed soon by by the investigating team. The suspect will receive a life sentence if mob justice does not find him first. He needs to confess to the police or face the consequences. And then she closed off by saying, I will release the details of who I believe is the suspect and a map of where the room is where the incident occurred to the police only, as I believe mob justice may kill a person but will not give closure. So yeah, guys, those were the findings of Diva the psychic as well as Fezile. What are your thoughts? Please do let me know down on the comments, and surely I'll see you guys on my next one. Bye.